Saturday, you guys. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the chat, the infamous chat. Yes, your girl has a new look. It's really old, but I'm taking a break. I'm doing my natural hair this week. I've been doing it all week, just taking a break from the wig. Y'all know my wig, y'all. Y'all know I love my blonde, my 1976. My blonde wig. She's hanging on her shelf, so she's up for now. The Farrah faucet is away, and letting my hair breathe. It's important to let your naturals be natural, okay? So yeah, get your coffee, guys. Get your tea. I'm drinking Simply Peach right now. Yeah, Simply Peach. For me, we doing juice this morning. I needed something cold. I feel like the tea and coffee makes me hot, unless it's iced, of course. But I would prefer to drink hot coffee or hot tea. So welcome. Happy Saturday again. Okay, you guys, let's get straight into the poll. We have a lot to talk about. So I did a poll last night. Hopefully you voted. So the poll is, and if you want to go ahead and vote again now, go ahead and vote. Well, not again, but if you want to vote, go ahead and do it now. Okay? But we have dating. Should they get tested? STD talk. Okay, let's talk about it. Zodiac signs, likes versus dislikes. So you'll get my personal opinion of each sign, each zodiac sign, and what I like about that sign and what I do not like about that sign. Okay? We have scary story time. A lot of you already know from the community section what I posted there. We have sexy story time. Sharing a little bit about myself. And then we had all of the above. So it looks like you guys are voting for all of the above. That's why I'm like, we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to cover. Thank you for you guys who voted early. Thank you so much. I think this live has the most votes from any previous live that I've done. So I am ready to talk about these topics. Okay, you guys. So, okay, there's so much I want to say. But let me get on this topic right here. Dating. Should they get tested? And if you're tuning in, hit that like button. Hit the like button, you guys. If you're watching my videos, if you're watching and tuning in to any live, hit the like button. I really appreciate it. It helps these videos rather get seen by many people. When you hit the like button, I really appreciate your support. So go ahead and hit that like button, and let's get started. Dating, should they get tested? Should you talk about STDs or the potential of an STD with your significant other? Get your coffee, get your tea, y'all. I have juice this morning, Simply Peach. So, is this something that you should talk to your partner about? Your sexual partner? Is this something that you should bring up early in the connection? This is something that I have discussed with my friends, and I've discussed this in particular being an adult. A few years ago, I discussed this with a person who got very offended when I asked him if he had been tested. Okay? I'm using my little cloth, y'all, because, you know, I get hot on these lives with these glasses. Got to dab my face. So this person got very offended when I asked them, hey, have you been tested for HIV? Have you been tested for AIDS? So it opened up a conversation for me because I believe in putting everything out on the table. So it opened up a conversation for me to be real with my feelings, my emotions about being safe. We're talking about should they get tested, y'all? Who you're sleeping with, your significant other, a person that you're thinking about connecting with in a sexual way. Should you ask this person to get tested if you're just joining? So I asked this guy, this was a couple of years ago, I asked this guy if he had been tested. He got offended when I asked. And I thought it was very important to know, especially being that this person had a past history of sleeping with a lot of people. I thought it was very important and that I was being smart about the situation by asking, have you been tested? Now, many of us, we think condoms are enough. Many of us think the pull-out game is enough. And I only had sex for 5 minutes. And y'all, you can still get a sexually transmitted disease, okay? Or an STI, a sexually transmitted infection, okay? This stuff is real. So I want you to understand the severity of the topic of the situation. I would, especially in this day and time where people are just sleeping with other people unprotected, you know, oh, they look clean. Just like with this person I was with a couple of years ago. Yeah, he showered. And I hope you are showering. Yeah, they look clean. They may smell good. Oh, their habits. They have good grooming habits, good grooming skills. And that person could be full of disease or infections. It does not, I want you to understand that it does not, an STD, STI does not have a face. It does not, you know, wear a certain type of clothing. It doesn't have a certain type of style. It's not easily pointed out, is what I'm saying. It could be a person who thinks that they're the cleanest. Oh, I have good hygiene and all of that, and I have a routine that I do. It doesn't matter. I'm saying, you guys, to take a step further than just using a condom when it comes to your sexual interactions with people. Because people are walking around with all kinds of issues, health issues, okay? Sexually transmitted diseases that they do not share with other people. And you do not want to become a victim of that. And if you are that person that has a sexually transmitted disease, you should be sharing that information with the person that you are about to have a sexual encounter with. Don't sleep with someone blindly or having them blinded or blindside them after you sleep with them. Then you're, well, I have something to tell you. No, you guys, these are conversations that we need to be having. And I'm a Black woman, and I always say this, we need to be having a lot of these conversations in the Black community as well. These are things that I did not hear talked about when I was growing up as a young Black girl. These are things that were kind of swept under the rug, things that were, it's like you knew about it, you knew it was happening, but many people were ashamed to talk about it. The education on it was not really there. I mean, you hear about it in school, maybe for one semester. It's not really talked about, and people are uneducated about STDs, STIs, and how it can be transferred to another person. Okay? And I remember I used to think that STDs would be transferred if I just kissed someone. I remember thinking that when I was young. So that kind of shows you where the education of that is lacking. So, you guys, as much as possible, protect yourselves. Remember, I just said a few minutes ago, take it a step beyond, do you have a condom? Ask deeper questions. Have you been tested lately? I got my test. Have you been tested lately? When was your last test for HIV Or have you been tested for anything else? If you come in with a humble attitude, if you come in not all, ew, what you got? No, that's not how you do it, you guys. That's not how you do it. Don't come in with an attitude. Don't come in accusing somebody because you don't know. And just like they don't know what you have, you don't know what they have. Okay? So if you come in humbly and you come in with respect and you ask a person, hey, when's the last time you've been tested? Now, if you yourself have gotten tested, most of the time, because I've been tested before many times, just to make sure your girl is that kind of person. I'm like, I need to make sure that I'm good at all times. Okay. So usually with technology, it used to come in, I think, through the mail, but now with technology, it'll come through your phone, or you can sit down with your doctor, your primary care doctor, and talk about those things with your doctor. Okay. And they'll give you the results through a document, some type of paperwork they can give you as proof, or they'll email it to your phone or something like that. Okay. And so if you have that proof, if you've been tested, you have the proof that everything is negative. If you feel comfortable to share that with that person so that they feel comfortable opening up to you, to me, that is one of the best ways to kind of open up that conversation, get that person to put their guard down and realize that you're not trying to attack them. You're not trying to belittle them. You're not calling them nasty or perverted or dirty. You're just saying we're two consenting adults. And if we're consenting to having sexual intercourse, this is what I have done to protect myself. And I would like to know if you've done something similar. Just whatever words that you come up with in that conversation, make sure that it's respectful, make sure that it's tactful. When you're talking about bringing up the conversation of, have you been tested? Because people, like I was saying at the beginning, people will get offended. If you come at them a certain way, they will get offended. And then sometimes, even respectfully, people still get offended. But that's okay. That way, you know where this person's mindset is. If they're getting offended over something that is beneficial for the both of you, maybe you don't need to sleep with that person. Have you thought about that? If they're getting offended over something that is very serious and, for the betterment of your sexual health, maybe you don't need to sleep with them. Okay? And maybe they're getting offended because they do have something, or they've been treating something that they don't want anyone to know about, and they feel guilty for not divulging that information to you sooner. So I want you guys, this is dating smart. I want you guys to think about these things. A lot of us, we just go out, we kiss on folk, we have folk touching on us, slurping us up, slurping us down. We sticking it in, sticking it out. Like I always say, we get in bed with people, we jump in bed with people, and next thing you know, we jump out of bed with something that we did not lie down with. Hello? So be careful, okay? So moving on to the next topic, because y'all picked all of the above. So moving on to the next topic, zodiac signs. Zodiac signs, likes and dislikes. Okay. Don't beat me up. I'm going to go through each sign, each zodiac sign. I'm drinking my juice, y'all. We got to stay cool over here. I'm going to go through each sign and let you guys know what I like about that sign and what I do not like about that sign. Starting with Aries. They're the first sign of the zodiac. So I'm just going to start with Aries and go through all 12 signs, okay? So with Aries, what I love about Aries, what I like about them, what I love about them, with Aries, I love that they are go-getters. They are the people that will make it happen no matter what. Aries are very driven people. Okay, that's why when you see Aries sun sign, most of them are very successful in what they do in their field, whether they're working a 9 to 5, an entrepreneur, whether they're in sports. They are very driven and they're very competitive. Okay, so that's what I love about them. What I do not like about Aries, don't take offense to any of these, you guys. It's just a fun thing that we're talking about. But what I do not like about Aries is that they have to be number one no matter what. So Aries in their shadow side, they can sometimes step on other people's toes or knock other people out the way. They will hurt your feelings so that they can be number one and that they can be in the spotlight. I'm just saying, okay? So now when it comes to Taurus, moving on to Taurus, I have to remember the zodiacs in the order that they go in. Taurus, excuse me. What I love about Taurus is, with Taurus, I love and I like that Tauruses they can literally turn a penny into $1 million. Tauruses, if you link with a Taurus, they will get you to be so successful in life, because most Tauruses they're very successful. And I also love, let me add a little bit more. I also love with Tauruses that they are very down to earth. They're an earth sign, but they're very loving and they're very loyal as well. Tauruses, they love the comforts of home. And I guess that's why I get along with Tauruses a lot, because I'm a Cancer and we love the home. We love cooking, stuff like that. And Tauruses love that kind of stuff. They love comforts. So that's what I love about a Taurus. They have a gold finger. They know how to flip something and turn it into from rags to riches. Okay? And then what I do not like about Taurus, or what I strongly dislike with Tauruses, is they are so stubborn. And their temper can take them to another level. Their temper, they go from being so quiet and so mannerable, and then kaboom! Their temper, it explodes and it comes out of nowhere. Okay, they're like what do you call it? A bull in a china shop, or it's something like that. It's a saying that goes along with Tauruses. Alrighty, you guys. So moving on to, what is it next? Gemini. So what I love about Geminis, what we love about Geminis. Okay. I love that Geminis can link you to anyone in the world. Geminis have some of the biggest networks. They know a hell of a lot of people. They know people that you didn't even think they knew. They know how to talk to people. Their communication skills are A1. Geminis they know how to put the words together. They are very eloquent speakers, very persuasive speakers. They know how to connect people. Okay? So that's what I love about Geminis. What I hate or strongly dislike about Geminis, that twin side, they always seem to have a double life. Woo! Geminis always seem to have a double life. So if you know a Gemini, just know that there is a lot that you do not know about them. Okay, and you can say that's everyone, but Gemini specialize in living a double life. Okay, so that is what I strongly dislike about them. Okay. So, moving on to Cancers, my sun sign. So, we're about to go in. Cancers, what I love about Cancers, and we're just making it through all the signs real quickly. Cancers, what I like about you, what I love about you, about Cancers, is that you're everyone's best friend. Cancers will be there for you. Cancers are super supportive, super loyal, very loving, caring, giving. Cancers give of themselves. It's built in a Cancer to give. It's built in a Cancer to love. We are nurturers, okay? So that's what I strongly like about Cancers. What I hate about Cancers and strongly dislike is the fact that Cancers, you're the crab, and so you cling so tightly. Cancers cling so tightly to a situation, a person, a thing, that even if it's bad for them, they do not know how to let go. They would rather break their own arm than let go of something or someone that they believe in, even if it's bad for them. So that's what I strongly dislike about Cancers. Moving on to Leo. Leos, happy birthday, Leos. Happy birthday season. We are in Leo season. So Leos, what I strongly like about you and love about you, Leos are the life of the party. They shine brightly wherever they go. They shine bright. Leos are literally the sun. Your card is represented by the sun in the tarot deck. So Leos, you get a lot of shine wherever you go. Okay? And I love that about Leos. They have big personalities. They're very charismatic. They also know a lot of people. And they also have a lot of friends. Leos will have a lot of friends. They network with a lot of people. They are well liked. Leos are. Okay? So what I strongly dislike or hate about a Leo is that they can be spoiled. Leos are extremely spoiled because they are so used to the applause of people, the praise of people, and the minute they don't get their way, Leos will literally like destroy everything. If they're not getting that attention that they want or the attention that they seek, Leos will set your ass on fire. Yeah, they will. If you know a Leo, you know what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so moving on to Virgos. What I love about Virgos. Okay, Virgos, you're my people. I love some Virgos. Know a lot of Virgos. So what I love about you or strongly like about Virgos is the fact that Virgos will give you the shirt off their back. They are a very healing energy, very calming energy when you're around a Virgo. They are very calm people. They observe, they sit back, they watch, and they're very smart. Virgos are so smart, and that's what I love about Virgos. What I strongly dislike about Virgos and semi-hate is the fact that Virgos, I don't like that you have a hard time standing up for yourself. And a lot of you may disagree, but that's okay. Virgos have a very hard time standing up for themselves or receiving what they know they deserve. That's something that I see with a lot of Virgos. Okay? So that's what I strongly dislike about your sign. So moving on to Libra. I'm like, who's next? Moving on to Libra. We're getting through the signs very quickly. Libra. What I like about and love about Libras is that they can see both sides of the story. They can see this side of the story because they're the judges, you guys, of the Zodiac. And they can see that side of the story. And they can bring both sides of the story to a common ground. They can listen to people over here, listen to people over there, and say, this is what is fair. Libras are always looking for fairness in a situation. Okay? And super smart, knows how to communicate. Okay, that communication is my thing, so I love air signs with that energy. But Libras, they will always pinpoint what is right and what is wrong. Okay? Now, what I strongly dislike about Libras is they can have a very self-righteous attitude. When they're in their shadow side, they can become know-it-alls. So be careful with that energy. Libras, yes. Libras can become know-it-alls, and they can become very preachy. They will preach at you, and they can be condescending when they talk to you. Okay? So that's what I strongly dislike about Libras. Moving on to Scorpios. What I strongly like about Scorpios and love about Scorpios is, number one, Scorpios, their loyalty. Number one is their loyalty. That's what I absolutely love about Scorpios. Scorpios are the people who will not just talk about it, they are about it. They are about that life. I don't care what Scorpio you meet, and I'm friends with quite a few Scorpios. I don't care what Scorpio you meet, honey, if it's to be done, they've probably done it already twice. They've probably already done it. Scorpios, they don't just talk, they do. That's what I like about them. What I strongly dislike about Scorpios, what I hate about Scorpios is their paranoia. I was trying to find the right word. They can be paranoid, okay? They struggle with paranoia. So even if they think you've done something wrong to them, or even if they think that you said something to disrespect them, or maybe you didn't even mean it that way, Scorpios get paranoid and they'll try to hurt you before you hurt them. That's that sting that you feel from a Scorpio. That's what I hate about them. They jump to conclusions a lot of the times. Woo! Okay, and that sting can be vicious. Okay, so that's what I strongly dislike about Scorpios. Moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, okay. The things that I strongly love or like about Sagittarius, they are fun. Sagittarius are some of the most fun, goofy, jokesters, pranksters, loving people. Y'all just have this aura about you where people just like you, people want to be around you. Let me take a sip. Sagittarius, you have it. Very fun people, okay? A Sag always has a joke. Some of the funniest people in the world in the comedy industry, entertainment, are Sagittariuses. They are funny, fun, adventurous. They will go out on a whim. They are spontaneous, you guys. So with Sag, I love how you can ask them to go somewhere and they have their bags packed already, okay? Now, what I strongly dislike about Sagittarius is it's kind of like Libra's energy a little bit, where they get very philosophical, and it's like if something they believe in, if it's something that they truly believe in, they'll start preaching at you and preaching to you. And then if they're bored, Sagittarius are known to walk away very quickly, known to cheat, okay? Sagittarius, if they are bored, okay? And they bore very easily. So they're all fun, but what I dislike about them is that when the fun is over, is their loyalty there, okay? So moving on to, Capricorn. Capricorn, what I love and like about Capricorns is that they are, as I say in my readings, they are the CEOs of the Zodiac. Capricorns are the leaders. They have a tenacity that's like no other. It's hard for a Capricorn to stay in just a small position. They will be in a big position or a position where they are well known. I'm getting a little warm, y'all. Capricorns are the people you can depend on. They are tried and true. They will be there for you, support you. Capricorns are very strong people. Very. What I strongly dislike or hate about Capricorns, about your sign, is that you rain on everyone's parade. If you're having a good time, you can depend on a Capricorn to be like, well, what's this? Well, what's that? Well, why is this happening? Well, why is that happening? You're not supposed to be doing this. Well, what is this? We're not doing that. We're not. Is that safe? Extreme cautiousness, whatever I'm trying to say. They are very cautious with everything. They have to know everything. They have to know ahead of time, plan ahead. And so to me, that can work to their detriment. Okay. So moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, what I strongly like or love about Aquarius is they are the best friends of the zodiac. They are for the people. They're like, let me say this, they're an air sign, but they are like a water sign. See, an Aquarius up here saying tread lightly. See, that's what I'm talking about. What I love about Aquarius is, yes, they're for the people, and they are humanitarians. They stand up for people. Okay. If you have an Aquarius as a friend or co-worker or in your family, an Aquarius, they're always standing up for what is right. Or, if someone is being talked about, bullied, or anything like that, an Aquarius will be one of the first people to stand up and say something about it. If you know an Aquarius, okay? So that's what I love about Aquarius. And they are like global people. They love to travel. They love to have fun. They always have something smart to say as well. So what I strongly dislike about an Aquarius and what I hate about an Aquarius, they can be the know-it-all type. They can be the know-it-all type where, they think they have all the right answers. They think they know everything about everyone and every situation. And, that doesn't make any of these signs, what I'm saying, that doesn't make these bad people. It's just, opinions. But yeah, they can have that sometimes self-righteous attitude. Okay? True, yes. See? Okay, so moving on to, which is the next one, Aquarius, Pisces. Okay. What I strongly like and love about Pisces, my fellow water sign sisters and brothers. What I love and like about Pisces is the fact that they can dance. They are some of the most gifted, talented people on the planet. Pisces. They can dance. They can sing. They usually play an instrument. They love to sing. Pisces loves to sing. I don't care who they are. You'll hear a Pisces humming. They're always humming, singing, dancing around. They love music. They are so artistic. They can take you into a dream, like when you're talking to a Pisces. Okay? They're very fun-loving people, and they have a huge imagination. Okay? Now, what I strongly dislike about a Pisces or hate about a Pisces, y'all are gonna get me. They are known to cheat. They're known to cheat, and they are known to lie by omission. Let me be very specific about that. They are known to lie by omission. So if they feel like something is going to hurt you, it's almost like they can't bear the thought of hurting someone because they're super emotional. So they just won't tell you about what really happened to protect you. So you have to watch that with a Pisces, okay? They are known to cheat and they are known to lie in the name of protecting someone, okay? Instead of just telling the full truth, okay? So that went by fast. That was all of the zodiac signs. Likes versus dislikes, what I love about your sign, what I hate about your sign. Like I said, you can agree, disagree, it doesn't matter. It's just an opinion. Don't take it so seriously. So that was the second topic. Now we are on scary story time. Okay, because y'all voted for all of the above. So we're talking about everything that was in the poll. If you didn't get to vote, you missed it. Oh well. Next Saturday. Okay, let me take a sip, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you're tuning in, hit that like button, you guys. I would really appreciate it. It helps this live get seen by a lot of people. So hit that like button, you guys. Thank you so much. So yeah, scary story time. Okay. My scary story, I've shared some scary experiences with you all before in some past lives. If you go back, you watch my lives, you'll see. But this is a brief one. So last weekend, I posted some pictures in the community section. Some of you saw the pictures. Last weekend, I went to a neighbor's birthday party at a place in Hollywood called the North End Hollywood. The North End Hollywood. So this is like a speakeasy type place. It's very dark, seductive. It has a seductive vibe to it. Very kind of like antique vibe, okay? So it already has that kind of vibe. As soon as you walk in, you're like, oh, okay. It has candles on the walls. You have candles on the table. It has like this brick layout feel. Beautiful wallpaper. It's very seductive to me. And so I was there. I showed up with one of my friends, and we had taken pictures. We got there early, so we took a few pictures before the birthday party arrived. So we were taking pictures and having a good time. You know, the music was flowing and everything. And you know how we do social media. You know, we start taking pictures. As soon as we get in a place, we start taking pictures. So we didn't think anything of it. We're having a good time. I'm taking pictures of her. She's taking pictures of me. We're taking pictures together, selfies, all of that. And we go to the back. When the birthday party arrives, we're taking pictures back there with everybody. We're chilling with everyone, drinks, hookah, all of that. It was just a chill vibe, nice, good music. They have really, really good music. It was a good DJ playing. So fast forward, long story short, we get back around like 1 o'clock in the morning. We got back home, me and my friend, and I was chilling with her, and we were like, let's go through the pictures. Oh yeah, like, oh, let's go through the pictures. Like, let's see how the pictures came out. So we're going through the pictures, you guys. And I start to see on one of the first pictures that I took that night, I saw a leg, and I mean a full leg and a sneaker, a tennis shoe, right by my leg. It was right on the right side of my body with no body attached to it. The leg and the foot. And it was a full like apparition. Meaning apparition is when a ghost shows up in a photo, or if you see it in person, if it shows up and you can see it as if it were a real person. Okay? because a lot of ghostly images and spiritual images will show up as lights, as fog, as different things like that. But this thing, its energy was so strong that you could see the leg and the foot of this apparition with a pretty modern tennis shoe. So I'm like, I felt he had died. It felt like a man. It was like a man's leg. And I felt that this man had died very recently, like maybe within the last few years in this place. Okay. So unbeknownst to me, as I'm going around having a good time at this place, this thing was following me around the place. And I only posted a few pictures of, the apparition. But as I went through my camera roll, and me and my friend were freaking out. By this time, it was like 2:00 in the morning, and we were screaming like, ah! Look at this picture, look at this picture. Oh, and we were like, okay, we're creeped out. Like, I'm creeped out, you're creeped out. Okay, we're creeped out. We need to stop looking at the pictures. And honestly, you guys, some of them I deleted because it was getting a little too much for me. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I'm a very spiritual person. And so I think, this spirit recognized that I was a light worker. But as I went through the camera roll, we took a picture in a mirror, me and my friend. We did a selfie in the mirror. And in the mirror, there was a face on the side of me. Yo. It was a man's face directly on the side of me in the mirror. And my body was fogged out. And her body was absolutely clear. Like, it just looked like a smudge was over me. And then you could see the face. And I sent this picture to some other friends and to my mom so she could see it. But yes, you guys. And this just happened last Saturday. Last Saturday night is when I went to this speakeasy place. Very nice place. But it's an old building, okay? So there can be a lot of activity in these places. But honey, these things decide to show up and show out. There was one picture with me, myself, and another person. The three of us ladies, we took maybe like 3 or 4 pictures together. And only one of them came out clear enough. And I posted the one that came out clear enough so you can see my face. I'm telling you, you guys, I was creeped out by something covering my face. All on this side of my face, it looked like a orange, reddish hue all on my neck. Y'all, just last weekend, these pictures of me trying to go out and have a good time. So I was like, okay, I'm getting so creeped out. Just let me delete these pictures because I'm very sensitive to energy and I did not want anything sticking to me or attaching itself to me. So I felt the need to delete most of those pictures, you guys, because they were so creepy. I'm telling you. And on one picture, my nails are short. And on one picture, my nails look like claws. I don't know. Y'all. And I think I posted that one. I posted that picture. So you'll have to scroll through the community section and see that on one picture, my nails looked way longer than what they were. Okay. My nails are short. You see, I have short nails, and you can see in the other pictures where my nails are short. Okay. So that is my scary story. I don't know who this particular apparition was, this spirit, but it was a male energy and it was coming through very strongly throughout the night. I looked back and I was like, wow, this was at the beginning of the night. This was in the middle of the night, and then this was at the end of the night. So that thing stayed with me the whole night. And I had no clue, no idea until we got back at like 1 something in the morning and we were looking through the pictures and we began to see these ghostly images in the photos. Okay. Whew, so that is my ghostly story. Now, I always get creeped out, but your girl loves a good haunt. Anybody else love a good haunt? No? Just me? Okay. Just me? All right. I love a good haunt. I love when I can experience the spirit realm in a certain way. I'm not crazy, y'all. See? Yes. But yeah, I love a good haunt. And, I watch Ghost Adventures on the Travel Channel and Dead Files, if you've heard of these shows. All kinds of spiritual shows I watch all the time. My ghost story, I watch, Haunted History, where they go into all of these old places, abandoned places around the world, and they, do investigations there. I am one of those people that would do an investigation in a heartbeat. That I'm one of those people. And I think it's because when I was younger, like I said, I've always had spiritual gifts, spiritual experiences. I'm a spiritual person, and my goodness, I have always been interested in that side. And I've even had dreams where spirits have come to talk to me in my dreams. I've seen different things. And I know this sounds a little far-fetched and possibly crazy, but I've even had people come to me in my dreams who I don't know. People have come to me and told me how they were killed or how they were murdered. And 2 times in my life this has happened, where spirits have come to me and shown me their body and how they were murdered or who did it. I've seen who has done it. And so those people who work with the cops, they are like psychic mediums and stuff who work with the police department, who, they see what case that they can work on and what presence that they feel or what clues they can get. I may do something like that later in life, that it may be opening the door for something like that, for me to work on police cases or cold files, cold cases, something like that. But anywho, the last topic is sexy. Yeah, we have maybe about 10 minutes before I get off. Sexy story time. Okay. The last one. Woo, we got all the topics in less than an hour. Okay. So, sexy story time. We just did scary story time. So, okay. One of the, gosh, I can't believe I'm sorry, the person who this story involves, I'm not going to say your name or none of that, so you don't have to worry about that. But this was a couple of years ago. I was in the hospital getting my tumor. I discovered that I had a tumor, a dermoid tumor in my body, in my stomach area. And it was on the right side, and found out that this tumor was the size of a baby watermelon. So in 2019, sex sent me to the ER. So it's like a 2-in-1. Okay. I was sleeping with someone at the time, and this person was in the act with me, I began to have pain in my stomach and noticed that the pain got worse and worse, and I had to stop. So I ended up going to, long story short, ended up going to the emergency room, and they told me that nothing was wrong with me. But listen to your intuition, you guys. You know when something is wrong with you. Don't allow these doctors to send you back home. They tried to send me back home, but I was in so much pain. I ended up doing a U-turn and coming right back to the emergency room. And I stayed overnight because my blood pressure was going up because I was in a lot of pain. They come to find out it was the tumor, and my platelets were low and everything because the tumor had been feeding off of my body. All of this at like, what, I think I was 33 years old. Like, what? So I'm in the hospital. I end up getting the surgery a couple of weeks later. I got the surgery done, had the tumor taken out. I was getting well and recovering in the hospital, and then boom. I invited this person over to the hospital, let this guy know that I was in the hospital. He wanted to come see me. Long story short, y'all, we ended up having sex in the hospital bed while I was recovering from surgery. So, and that's not for me, the most embarrassing part. The most embarrassing part was that the nurse staff that was there for overnight heard everything. And they came in, 2 nurses came in panicking because they thought something was wrong. Oh gosh, y'all. They came in, they changed everything out, or this one nurse, she changed everything out. Y'all, I had to clean up certain things. This is so embarrassing. I'm sorry. But yes, don't have sex in the hospital. Okay. Moral of the story: do not have sex in a hospital room. I had no clue that these people were even listening. And the male nurse that came in to give me, oh, someone is saying they've done it on a train. Y'all, I'm telling you, this was probably, for me, the craziest place I've had sex, in a hospital room when I'm supposed to be recovering. I have stitches all the way up my stomach and bandages and everything wrapped around me because I'm in recovery at this point. And so, oh my goodness, yes. So the male nurse comes in and he said, "Your man really knows how to please you, huh?" Yeah. And he started asking what race he is. And all right, y'all. I'm done. Okay. I was so embarrassed. I didn't even want to show my face. We ended up getting them because I called the guy in question, and I was like, they heard us. Oh my gosh. And he was like, oh, they'll be fine. I got pizza for them, or brownies or something. He got something for them to keep them appeased. So they wouldn't kick me out. Happens a lot, especially in pediatric hospitals. Oh gosh, wow. It was so embarrassing. And I did not plan this. I did not expect this. This person was supposed to just come and visit me and, just spend some time with me and leave. And then it ended up being a sex session, and we got freaky, and we got caught. Okay. Oh, and he was cool as a cucumber about it, and I'm the one who's panicking and stuff because I was so embarrassed. And I mean, I had my bandage loose and they had to come redo stuff. Y'all, so that is my sex story, okay? My sexy time sex story. So, yeah, that is it, you guys. I've had you on for 54 minutes. So, thank you so much for tuning in. We talked about, just to go over it, we talked about dating. Should they get tested? When is a good time to bring up STD or STD talk? He put healing in your body. Yes. Sexual healing. Okay, and then we also talked about zodiac signs, likes versus dislikes. We talked about the scary story time and then sexy time. So we ended up getting everything in under an hour. So I'm so excited, you guys, that we were able to talk about all the topics. And like I always end the live, we're talking about my book, Sleeping Adam. Let me put it up so you can see it. Sleeping Adam, my book. If you didn't know, yes, your girl is an author. Go ahead and get my book today, you guys. It is available on Amazon for the ebook version and the paperback version. I think last time I said the ebook and the Kindle, which is the same thing. But for the ebook and the paperback version, get your copy today, Sleeping Adam. It is all about my dating experiences and things that I've learned throughout the years growing up in church and just being a young woman dating, and how I messed up in this situation, y'all, thinking that this person was the one and it was not mutual. And y'all, I kind of jumped off the cliff with that one. So all of that is in the book. And I also talk about having like soulmates, having a soul tie rather between you and another person. So you may want to check that out, okay? That book out, Sleeping Adam, While You Were Sleeping, How Not to Awaken Love Before It's Time, okay? So get that book today. Also, Sophiamonay Apparel. Yes, your girl has a clothing line. Check it out today. We have everything that you need for the summer, boo. And we're coming into fall now. We have leggings, joggers. We have your hoodies for hoodie season. Your sweatpants for sweatpants season. Okay, so go ahead and check that out as well. All these links will be in the description box below. Also, book with me. Book a personal reading with me. Send me an email and we'll discuss it from there. Okay, you guys? The readings start at 2 questions for $35. And so book with me while I am still doing personal readings, because I will not always do personal readings in my life. Once I get married and have my kids, you will no longer see me doing personal readings, okay? So yes, you guys, book with me today. And then last but not least, if you simply believe in Sophiamonay Tarot and the channel and what I'm doing, you guys, if you support your girl, give a donation out of the kindness of your heart. You're never obligated to do anything, but if you simply want to bless the channel, send a donation through Cash App, or just hit that heart icon on this video, super thanks, and you'll be able to donate something. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you for spending your busy Saturdays with me. You know, as I always say, I don't know what I'm going to do today. I may chill, watch some movies. It's Saturday, so I look forward to enjoying my Saturday. I may get some wine. I may drink a margarita or a martini. Okay, your girl loves some martinis. So yeah, thank you again for spending your Saturdays with me, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will talk to you soon. Take care, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Take care. Love you. Sending blessings, love, and light your way. Have a good weekend. Don't let people get to you. Negative energy. Dispel negative energy. Don't let people get to you. Keep your head up. Love you guys. Bye. Bye, you guys. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you.